Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of Truth Tuesday, real conversations for conscious living on the Lotus Lounge podcast. Truth Tuesday is a space for honest, grounded conversations about spirituality, wellness, and conscious living without bypassing, without performance, and without pretending growth is always soft or easy. Tonight's episode sets the tone for this new chapter, and I'm honored to be sitting down with the creator of Truth Tuesday herself, Alexandra Beepat. Uma is a spiritual teacher, healer, and founder of the Lotus and the Light Metaphysical Center. She spent years guiding others through healing, awakening, and alignment, and tonight she's stepping into the guest seat to share her own truth. The topic of tonight's conversation is choosing the hard life after my soft girl era. Uma, thank you so much for trusting this space and starting Truth Tuesday by going first.
Thank you, Rach. And I really love your opening. I'm going to have to hire you.
Hey, I love that for me.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much for having me and for being my first co-host here on the Truth Tuesday podcast.
For sure. Super exciting stuff. So before we dive into all of our interview questions, my first and foremost question is, I know that we had Wellness Wednesday before this as our initial podcast setup. What was the motivation to do the switch to Truth Tuesday?
Yeah, so I had a lot of fun doing Wellness Wednesday. I would scour the internet and the expos and my friends list for all the amazing up and coming healers and wellness practitioners to learn about the work that they were doing. But I would also check my podcast stats, podcast episodes where people were really sharing their struggles. That was really what was interesting to people. And it just goes back to that age-old thing that, everybody's trying to get ahead in life. And sometimes we get let down. We feel like, oh, look at Uma, look at Rachyl. They're living their dream lives. They're doing the work that they want to do and they have meaning and purpose. And it's probably such a breeze. And we know it is not a breeze.
Right?
Yeah.
The authenticity, the energy behind that, the desire to keep it real. I love that.
Yeah, I love that too. And I figure, 2026 is like, it's not just a new year, it's a new cycle that we're beginning. In numerology, we're starting a whole new 9-year cycle. And I said, something about this new 9-year cycle makes me feel like truth and authenticity is going to be coming to the forefront. So we might as well get ready and we might as well jump on the bandwagon and get it started.
I'm telling you, and I'm right there with you. I've been feeling it.
Right.
So, let's go ahead and dive into these interview questions.
I'm ready.
All right. So you chose to open Truth Tuesday with the topic, choosing the hard life after my soft girl era. So what did the soft girl era represent to you? And why did it stop working?
Right. So I have been a social media personality for, the past 10 years, at least, at a minimum. And one of the things that I've noticed is that people really took to me because I share a lot of my personal life on here. So people have been seeing me go in and out of relationships, go in and out of making friends, losing friends, like all of that, right? And I feel like I finally found the person, the relationship that allowed me to actually experience what people call that soft girl era, right? So my relationship I've been in for 5 years and he is amazing. And I don't want to make the whole podcast about him, but he's amazing. He's an amazing person. He's gotten me to take down all my barriers, but then it also I just became soft, right? Because now I don't have to do certain things because I have a man that's going to do that for me. Or I don't have to worry about certain things because I have a man that does that for me. I don't have to work as hard because I have a man with a secondary income. It's just life became softer, right? My kids went to college. I'm an empty nester. It's just me and my man in our house and just enjoying life. But I didn't really come here to enjoy life, sad to say. I don't want to make it sound like that. But Yeah, I'm a life path now, and I'm here as the humanitarian, and I want to work, and I want to go higher, and I want to go more, and I want to do more, and I want to help more. So I decided to come out of my cocoon of love and to really put myself out there. I'm actually inviting in the hard life.
I tell you, that's definitely not one you hear often.
Right.
That's beautiful, honestly. And to recognize that the initiation of the soft girl era was feeling safe.
Yeah.
with that other person is just beautiful to recognize. I'd love to hear that. So with that, when you say hard life, what did you actually mean? And how exactly is this different from struggle or survival mode?
Yeah, so there's two kinds of hard lives, right? The hard life before, or the hard life that most people know about, is where you're struggling. And that's who I consider myself to be before my current relationship. I was a single mom for a lot of years, raising my kids on my own. I did have support though. Their father, my parents, his family, we were supported, but at the end of the day, it all rested on me to make sure all these bills were paid. These kids got to school, they ate, they got clothes, they got vacations, everything rested on me. So it was a struggle for a very long time. And it was just really hard to relax because you always had to be in that go mode, right? When I met my man, and then it coincided with the time my kids were leaving for college. They started working. They started making their own money. It's like things became easier and easier. Mom doesn't have to cover everything. Uma doesn't have to do everything. Now there's other people to help. So I went into that soft girl life, but I got kind of lazy. And I know this is going to rub a couple of people the wrong way, but for some of us living in that soft life, we have gotten lazy. We've gained weight. We developed health conditions because of the gaining the weight or the unhealthy lifestyle. Some of us may even just fallen into a routine where we're not doing anything to challenge ourselves. So that's why when I said I'm retiring the soft girl life and I'm coming back to the hard life, this hard life I'm talking about is challenges. Every day, every week, every month, every year. What can you do, Uma, to challenge yourself? What can you do to get out of your comfort zone? And from January 1st, I hit the ground running, right? One of the apps I'm streaming on is doing a reality TV show. I applied. I don't know if I'm going to get on it, but when I tell you that's so out of my comfort zone, because I'm an introvert, right? And I'm just doing these things. I'm going to Texas for my birthday in 2 weeks. And I've really gotten not into a place of traveling anymore after the whole COVID thing. So that's the hard life that I'm talking about, is what are you doing to get out of your comfort zone? I'm back to the gym. It hurts after not working out for 5 years. It hurts, but I get up and I show up and I go every day. So it's these things that are uncomfortable. Also too, the hard life is about being honest with yourself about people in your life. Honest with the people in your life. Because you see, being in spiritual spaces.
Very true. Very true. Wow. Well, with that, for someone listening who feels done with this performative healing and tired of being soft when life requires strength, what truth do you want them to hear on top of all that?
No one's going to save you but yourself. No one's going to do it. Not your coach, not your mentor, not your husband, not your wife, not your mom, not your dad, not your siblings, not your friends. Nobody's going to save you but yourself. So if you don't get up and do the things you need to do for your life, it's not going to get done. And then you're going to face a situation. You're going to face a crisis. So don't put yourself in crisis mode. Do everything yourself. And you know what? Stop complaining about it. Stop complaining that my husband don't take out the trash. Be thankful that you actually have an accumulation of things that you have trash to take out, right? Don't be complaining that I have to cook all the time, right? Be grateful that you know how to cook. You can cook the most delicious, healthy meals instead of eating out all the time. Like, always look at things from the perspective of, I'm here to have this beautiful, joyous experience, and it all rests on me, and it's all about me. And when you start to look at life that way, life begins to change for you, because then everything becomes joyful.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, really and really. So, this was a great first episode.
I definitely think so. And with that last part too, just the no one's going to save you but yourself, that has been something that has been repeating over the past like 2 years that I've been hearing from music. Like there's a band, Bring Me the Horizon. They have a song in which that's the whole song.
Yeah, I believe it. And that's the way I live my life. You know, I recently, just before this podcast, just yesterday, I was given some news, some health news that I'm dealing with. And I cried about it yesterday. I dealt with it yesterday, and I woke up today and I forgot about it. To be honest, I forgot about it because I was like, at the end of the day, I'm going to do me. All the way to the end, I'm going to do me. And I have no apologies, no F's left. I'm going to do me. So even if anything is to happen or not happen, it doesn't matter. I lived life on my terms. Like that Frank Sinatra song, I did it my way. And I think people need to start living their life that way. Do it your way, and then you have no regrets because you did everything you wanted to do.
I mean, how else can we live?
How else can we live? Well, Rachyl, I want to thank you so much for holding this conversation with so much care. And to everyone who is watching and listening, thank you to everyone who joined us for the first ever episode of Truth Tuesday. This show exists because conscious living requires honesty with ourselves, our choices, and our lives. And if this conversation resonated, I invite you to join us every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern for real conversations that don't bypass the truth. This is Truth Tuesday, and this is just a beginning. And guess what? Tonight, Rachyl had me in the hot seat, but come January 20th, she will also be in the hot seat, and we will be bringing you her topic soon. So thank you guys so much for showing up. I really appreciate you guys, and I appreciate my co-host Rachyl, and we will be seeing Rachyl around some more. So I hope you guys do hit her with a fave and a follow. And guys, I'll see you soon. Live your best life. Bye for now.